make the channel froze. I'm really who the piano chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Speaking up with the cause 10K to let it come see it. Me and them, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the boys, they call me the hero. Heavy, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, and I gang on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, and I gang on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we've got the Chargers' athletic corner. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Chargers and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, You show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Noble trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in the early series, kept their composure, and made a big play to swing the momentum their way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Noble. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
To throw on 2nd down. Noble firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 81 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
On 1st and 10, Noble. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Noble. He completes it to Hunter. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to throw. Noble. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. He'll decide to keep this once more.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
3rd and 2. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing to start the drive. Noble. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards. For that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharpe. who was a tight end. That's a big-time play right there.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Noble. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Noble. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Noble. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense, And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Let's take it inside his own 40. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. But Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
And they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
A final shot before break. Noble. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Off the play fake. Noble. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, Noble. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Noble. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hunter.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on 1st down. Noble. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Noble.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Goff. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Goff now to throw. Steps away, and he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Goff.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
It got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
2nd down and goal. Goff. And he'll just get rid of it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, Goff. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive. Noble, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Noble. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun. Noble.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Personal foul. Face man. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it to Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touch. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:55 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the play.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Reynolds. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Chargers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.